Okay, guys, I'm back with the modified 22 ammo business there. Um, I was out yesterday and I tested a few different brands, and well, anyway, we'll get into that later. I got some targets here. I didn't take any video or any pictures out at the range because yesterday was kind of a rush day. We couldn't spend very long at the range, and I wanted to spend my time shooting rather than hooking up video equipment. Anyway, so what I've got here is I was testing hollow points yesterday, and I made two different stems for my resizing tool. This one here, the stem is long and tapered to a point and in a small diameter. The hollow point goes further into the bullet and it doesn't open it up as much, but it does expand the driving bands to 0.225. With this stem here, I made it larger diameter, shorter, and flat. And I don't know if you can really see on this camera or not, but it does open up, make the tip of the bullet a larger diameter than this one does. Not significantly, I don't think, but in any event, two different styles of hollow point. So I'll show you my results, but before I do, I'll tell you that I'm not likely going to play around with this idea too much anymore. The results with resizing the bullets have sometimes leaned to being helpful and sometimes leaned to being harmful. And I'm almost of the opinion right now that it's kind of a waste of time. Anyway, that's the way what I'm leaning towards right now. I probably going to experiment with these two types of hollow point in to see if I can test expansion. I'll maybe shoot at some jugs of water and see if one expands better than the other for hunting application. Anyway, let's have a look at some of the targets. I'll put these in my pocket. So I still got a little bit of that CCI standard velocity left yet, and I was fooling around with it, but this kind of points to the fact that if it's junk, it's junk. So I got, with the factory ammo, I got a average of 616, and with the a large diameter hollow point on this one, 0.800. So, you know, none of those groups are really acceptable in my opinion anyway. The stuff's not really worth shooting unless you're shooting at pop cans at 10 yards. Okay, and I forgot, I did this with the standard velocity. I did factory, large diameter hollow point, and small diameter hollow point. And the small diameter hollow point came out to 756, 800 for the large diameter. So in both cases, my modified ammo were a little bit worse than the factory ammo. So here is where I get into this point of whether it's worth it or not. The differences are so insignificant that I can't really see any advantage to continuing with it. Anyway, down here I got some SK high velocity match. And the factory was 710, 400, 690, and 390, 430. And here's an interesting one. This shot here, for my own personal use, I discounted it because instead of going bang, it went pop. These are high velocity rounds. They have the supersonic crack, and this one here, it hardly sounded even like it was standard velocity ammo. So I discounted it. It fell out. So if I had counted this group as 870, including that crazy flyer, it would have been .563, and the factory ammo would have been .600. So even with that crazy flyer, it did improve it. And so at 390, 430, and if I had counted just the 4 shots, then the the average would have been 416. So this particular batch of SK high velocity match, it's been it was really bad out of the box, and this is the 3rd time I guess I've tried it resized, and in each case I did make gains with it. So it's hard to tell. So anyway, because this was what I figured a subsonic, a damaged round, or whatever you want to call it, defective round. So I just shot another group with the stuff, and as I think I mentioned, it's the large diameter hollow point. And then I got a group for 320. So if I had counted this one, and this one, the average would have been .380. So, like I say, I don't know. And even the difference between .380 and .563, when you look at that difference on a micrometer or a vernier caliper, the difference is really insignificant in a hunting situation anyway. Of course, for target shooting it might be different, but you can't really make this ammo shoot modified ammo for target shooting much anyway. A friend of mine gave me some Center X, something that I refused to buy, and so I tried them for fun. The factory was 330, 510, darn crazy flyer, really buggered everything up, and 370 for an average of 403. The large diameter hollow point, 240, .400, .600 because of that darn flyer, and then so that would have been an average of 413 and 403, insignificant change, really, SK long range match, the factory was .470, .580, and .820, and yeah, I think with this one, yeah, we'll discuss that with this one. So anyway, the average for was .623, and the small diameter hollow point, .300, .550, and .550. So now one of that would be the average of .466. So there was an improvement in this batch of long range match. Now, does it make enough of an improvement to be worth it? Perhaps in this case, for a hunting situation, it might. You see, this group with the factory ammo, how it's all spread out. And that one's not spread too bad, and that one's not spread too bad. This one's a tighter cluster except for that one little flyer, and a tighter cluster except, shall we say, well, at least for one anyway. So sometimes I've noticed that the modified ammo, the clusters are smaller. You get basically, let's say, more in the same area. So in a hunting application, I suppose that would be advantageous because you'd have a better chance of hitting your game, whether it's grouse in this country or squirrels maybe in the United States. We don't have squirrels up here big enough to eat, so I don't bother with them. Center X. Did I show you that Center X already? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, that's right. Sorry. So this one here is RWS pistol match. 690, 550, 760 for an average of 665, 850, 640, 550 for an average of 680. So again, in this case with the RWS pistol match, the group with the modified ammo, this was the large diameter hollow point. The modified ammo was a little bit bigger than the factory ammo, but there again, 665 to 680, it's an insignificant difference. And so that's what I'm finding in most cases. The difference between the factory ammo and the modified ammo is insignificant, and so is it really worth doing? I don't know. I'm going to test it now, as I said, with to see if I can do some expansion tests with it, and if the average group sizes don't change much, but you get good expansion, then for a hunting application it would be advantageous. Anyway, I hope this interests some of you fellas, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.